Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you enjoyed the content, please send me up with that like and sub. It is greatly appreciated. Today we are going to be discussing how exactly can global catch up to JP. All the big YouTubers have been talking about it. I've seen a lot of people on Reddit, Twitter talking about it. And I just wanted to give like my own 2 cents on the topic, on if it's a good idea or not. Starting off before going into all the units global are missing, I'm going to say it right now. I think it's a great idea because I know a lot of people like the tickets and stuff, but if we had to sacrifice tickets to get units earlier, I would prefer that. So let me pull her up. Okay, actually, this is a good idea, right? Okay, check out this Boo, right? He can this Boo unit and Go Tanks came out back in, I believe, May, right? And during May, what celebration did the global players get? We got the Super Saiyan 3 transforming Goku and the Majin Vegeta Dokkan Fest, which, the YouTubers, people on Twitter, Reddit have all kind of like sterilized. They're like, hey, they're not that great anymore. So those units came out on New Year's in on JP. They came out New Year's, right? Not these guys. I'm talking about the Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Vegeta. They were pretty good. A lot, like Truth at the time was like, oh, they're amazing units. Everybody loved them. But what happens, right? In gacha games, new characters come out. They get forgotten. The hype dies. And what I'm trying to say here is, for example, when this Boo unit, right, comes out to global, or when Kefla comes out to global, or when, no, not them, because they're fine. Or Gold Tanks. When Gold Tanks comes out to global, guys, JP's gonna have better cards already than those three. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. What happened when Beers came out, right? Beers just came out for global about a couple weeks back, and he is a fantastic unit. But what's the biggest thing that everyone's talking about? Kefla being better than him. You know, everybody's already like, yeah, Kefla's better than Beers. So what does that do to Beers on global? It forsakes the hype. People are not gonna want to summon it as much. They're not going to want to be spending money. We're not going to be hitting top grossing. We already have a stigma like, oh, there's something better coming, and it's coming soon. Kefla was a perfect example of that. And to me, that's not very good for the game. It doesn't. I think Global would make so much more money with all their countries if they were on the same span. And the reason why, it's because when a new unit comes out, like if Beers came out at the same time JP had it, it would be top grossing. Because Beers was fucking insane. It was nasty. He was such an insane unit. But then we finally get on Global, and what happens? They drop a unit who's better than him. Point is simple. Kefla's better than Beers. And you can make your arguments. It's fine. You definitely can. But in my opinion, Kefla's way cooler. Her active skill is awesome. Her animations are like, they look amazing. Everything about Kefla is top tier unit, right? I mean, her leader skills might not be as good as Beerus's, but that's fine because her as a unit. I mean, look at the category she's on. Look at her link set. She's going to be running a million times better than Beers. She's just not going to be relying on support units because she doesn't need it. She gives herself key. She has an amazing kit. She dodges, has great defense, stacks attack. She's great. And then what does that do to Beers? It lowers his value. By the time he gets to global, it lowers the value of the unit, which is very unfortunate. And to me, I don't like that. Like, look, Gotenks and Boo were amazing units. Nobody's talking about them anymore, my friends. No one's talking about Boo. No one's talking about this Gotenks. Right? Because again, they get overshadowed. It's a gacha game. That's what happens. When new characters come out, old units do get overshadowed. And that's completely fine, right? I mean, that's the nature of gacha. But what I'm saying is, if these guys came out at the same time as Global, Akatsuki and Bandai would make so much more money because everybody would be like, oh, I want to summon like crazy. I want, but Gotenks and Boo are the new, candy to my eye. They're amazing, fantastic units. But by the time these guys come out, which I'm going to tell you right now, and then in a second I'm going to go over what's going on here. And then in a second I'm going to go over how I think they could bring them, get us to the same timeline. They're going to come out in November, like every other Tanabata friend celebration. They're going to come out here. So with that being said, guys, how many new units are going to come out that are going to be better than Gotenks and Boo in the next month? JP's getting Tanabata the same time we're getting the 5th year stuff. they're gonna get a brand new, summonable LR, Dokkan Fest LR, and possibly another legendary summon banner. That nobody's gonna give a shit about Gotenks and Boo. And you guys could definitely say I'm wrong. I mean, I'm still gonna summon for them, right? They're still, I think they're fantastic units, but this is more so like free to play players and stuff like that. Or just people in general who are gonna want to summon more for a banner that's gonna come out a month later, or even then, right? JP's are gonna get another celebration here before the download celebration. So we're expecting. I'm gonna say there's gonna be 3 new top tier units coming out on JP before we even hit the download celebration. So those are 3 units deleting the hype for Gotenks Boo and possibly even Kefla at that point. And I think that that's not a good basis for your game. I think everybody should be aligned. If they're going to take out tickets, I'm cool with them taking out tickets. I know that's probably, if people watch this video, I'll get hate for that part. But I rather them take away tickets if they even decide to do that, right? We don't know if they would. Maybe they'll just give JP tickets at that point, and have the same exact hype on both versions, right? Create the same hype. Thankfully, no one's topped these guys, these two, right? It's not like last year when Go Bros came out and they were better than than the Super Saiyan 4s. Thankfully, that hasn't happened yet, but of course, expect a unit better than the Blue Fusions. Maybe even for during Tanabata celebration, because it's also the 2,000 day 2,000 days of Dokkan. It's also going to be during that. So expect something better than the Blue Fusions. I'm going to be honest right now. So while we're summoning for them, which obviously they're still hype, they're still amazing, they're still stupidly strong, but there might be a better unit. And then it's going to create this thing where everybody's like, oh man, I'm going to have to skip Kefla, right? Because I want that, that new number 1 unit in the game, the new Dokkan Fest LR, who's going to be absolutely busted and stupid. And I'm going to forget about these guys even more. And that kind of happened with Trunks and Zamasu last year during the celebration. They're amazing units, but then, so many and so much more stuff comes out, right? Sorry about my phone in the background. I forgot to mute it. But yeah, like that's just my 2 cents, man. I think they should align it. I don't see any reason not to. I think they should. I think both versions would be so much, global players would be so much happier with that. I mean, it is cool to see units coming in advance, but it's also kind of shitty when we can't even like enjoy a unit to its fullest. You guys get what I'm saying? Like the hype kind of dies down. We get Beerus, and then again, Kefla comes out the same time. Who's better than him? And while JP got to enjoy Beerus for a longer period of time as him being a complete monster, and he is, by the way, he is. But then, of course, Kefla's banner comes out, right? Bottles comes with her, which makes Beerus 10 times fucking better than before. You guys are following what I'm saying? It's like, put the games on the same damn cycle, man. Just do it. There's no reason not to at this point. And then now I'm going to go into the actual, like, how I think they can do it, right? So check it out. Right now, we're getting LR Nappa and Vegeta probably when the maintenance finishes. Yeah, I'm making this video on the 22nd. I'm going to upload it on the 29th. That's just kind of how I do things on the channel. And then check it out. The LR banner is going to come out here on the 9th. JP is still with the UI stuff, and I'm going to imagine they probably won't get a new banner till either around here or probably here, actually. I'm going to imagine their new banner will probably drop somewhere on like that July week, right? And so we're getting 2 new units, right? So we could scratch those already. I'm going to scratch all the units that I know that are coming, and that's how we're going to do it. So yeah, the Blue Fusions will be, the whole month of July, and then LR Rose and Broly, I think, yeah, there we go. These 2 will also be coming out in July. So we're scratching off 4 units off that list. They're all coming in July. All 4 of those will be here in July. And then, like, I think LR Broly and Rose will probably go into, like, a little bit in August. And then that's how they'll do that. This is how I think they should bring up, get us up to speed with JP. Drop Kefla here. Drop Kefla the first week, right? Drop Kefla that first week. And then drop the legendary summon banner for part 2 of the Tanabata celebration before the download celebration. I think that's what they're gonna have to do. They're gonna, because there's gonna be 2 LRs for the Tanabata. I'm gonna Just say that now. There's probably gonna be a Dokkan Fest one, and then there's gonna be a legendary summon. If there's no legendary summon and it's just a Dokkan Fest LR, even fucking better. They could just throw that here, right? They could definitely just try throwing something. They'll have to do they'll have to do two big banners in August. August is gonna be super dumb important for that, and then, you know, the download celebration will be all of September, right? So at that point, if they do 2 units here, right? At that point, if they do 2 units in August, then the only 3 units that will be missing in October are Gotenks and Boo and whatever. It all depends on what they drop in July and August, right? So what they can do, it's move up the Gotenks and Boo celebration from November to October. Put them here, right? And then when they do like a new unit in JP, you know, extend that celebration, and you know they could run this the entire month, but then put the second LR that we're going to be missing from JP somewhere in October. So we get 2 units there, right? So then we're getting 3 units, and then the only unit, right, that we will probably be missing is the one in August in JP, because again, if I like I'm saying, if they do the Dokkan Fest LR here and for the Tanabata celebration, drop it here in August with Kefla. They throw Kefla here, throw the Dokkan Fest, and then the that's I don't think that will actually work. Let me retract. I don't think that would work because of the fact that the Tanabata, like the million download celebration, will probably be LRs, and they never do back to back LRs like that. So maybe they could put the Dokkan Fest LR from Tanabata here and then put Kefla. It doesn't make much sense, actually. This is actually kind of tricky when I think about it, right? But regardless of the fact how they do it, we need 2 big Dokkan Fest here. This will be the download celebration, and then I think to make it happen, Gotenks and Boo, and then the second part of their celebration, add the other unit that will be missing, and then in November do a joint celebration. Do a joint celebration here of Global and JP, and that could be like the announcement of saying, okay, guys, we've aligned the games, right? And I think that's exactly how they can do it. But again, it all depends on August. I'm gonna stress that a lot. Like us aligning, it's gonna be here. They have to do 2 big units in August, which they might not do because the download celebration is so soon. Again, August is the month, and October is the month as well. Those are gonna be the 2 that's gonna be like the most complicated for sure. It's gonna be hard to do, but I think November or December even, because maybe November they could slow down JP a little bit because they typically do. They don't really care about the holidays too much. Like the big JP stuff is usually New Year's, right? So what if they don't align the game in November and December, and they use all that time, you know, instead of having, you know, they get us that time to really align us, and then we all start together January. We all get that dual Dokkan Fest in January, and basically what they can do, right? Because JP's anniversary is here, just do the, you know, move up Global's anniversary to here, and then do like another big event in July. They could definitely do that. Just do that. But I could definitely see them aligning anywhere from November to January. But they really, really have to amp it up for August and October. I'm definitely going to keep stressing that. August and October will be the deciding factors of if we're going to really be aligned or not, which again, I really do think we should be. I definitely do think we should be aligned. And yeah, you guys definitely let me know what you think. I know this is probably a long video. Let me just check how long we're at. 14 minutes. It's not too bad, actually. I hope I got my explanations pretty spot on. If not, definitely let me know, and let me know what you guys think, how they could get us together. You know, definitely give me your thoughts and opinions. I definitely think it's a good idea. It gives units more hype, and all I see is more money. You know, Akatsuki and Bandai would just make so much more money if the games are on the same server. That's it, you know? And yeah, we're gonna end it there. Definitely let me know what you guys think. I think this was a cool little video to make. It's a good discussion to have. And yeah, I hope it happens. I really do hope it happens. If not, I mean, I'm not gonna complain about not, you know, the tickets, because obviously we get the tickets because we're behind. But if they did cut out the tickets to get us aligned, I wouldn't complain too much. I would be pretty happy with that, to be honest. Because again, I rather see each unit, globally, JP and global, get the hype they deserve. Like these guys are absolutely amazing, but by the time they come out, there's gonna be better units. Again, it's a gotcha game, right? So if they came out again, if they come out the same time as everything else, right? They come out, we all get these units at the same exact time. They get a couple months of being amazing top tier units, and then they'll be talked about a lot more till the next one comes out. And that's just how I see it. I think a lot of units lose hype over time due to that, especially on global. So yeah, you guys definitely let me know though. You could think I'm full of crock shit, but these are just my honest opinions. If you enjoyed this content, hit me with that like and sub, and definitely let me know what you guys think, if it's a good or bad idea. And you guys have a great rest of your day. This is actually, I'm probably gonna post this at like 8 o'clock at night though, but you guys get what I'm saying. Take care and thank you so much for the support.